Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in again to another episode of CivilianTacticalWeapons.com. Today's episode is actually going to be a bunch of people were asking me after watching the making of the video of the calendar, which the 2011 calendar is available at CivilianTacticalWeapons.com/store under Civilian Tactical Weapons private label section. You'll actually find the calendar and everything there. In fact, right off the main Civilian Tactical Weapons webpage, if you click the banner in there for the calendar, it'll take you right to it. But they're asking, when they saw the Beretta and the EOTech being submerged in the video, they're asking, well, how's the gun afterwards? So what I want to do is actually tell you that, first of all, the actual EOTech was on the entire time, so it was actually powered up. As you can see here, the EOTech actually has a very watertight container. So there's actually no, if you look at the batteries themselves, you're not going to see any, kind of battery acid or any type of corrosion of the battery. Nothing got in it. It was a completely airtight compartment, so nothing was actually affected there. The unit actually operates perfectly fine, fires up fine. The only visible damage to the gun is actually right in here, and I'll talk about it. I'm not going to bother zooming in. You'll just have to take me on my word for it. There's along the side of where these the rail kits mount, the screws are actually used in the rail kit. Some of them have just a little bit of rust you can kind of scrape off the screws. So the screws weren't actually made very well by Beretta. So that's the only visible damage. I'm actually going to go ahead and take this apart for you and show you the inside of the store. And keep in mind, after we did the video, we stripped it down and cleaned it out. But I mean, here's the bolt carrier. It was cleaned afterwards. It's now been probably a few weeks since we actually shot that portion of the calendar, and there's actually anywhere in here no visible damage, rust, or anything. Most modern firearms are designed to handle this type of environment, putting it even with the chlorine in the water. So really not an issue. Functions correctly. Wasn't expecting to get so many questions about that, so I figured I would go ahead and throw that out there. Even looking down here at the springs, the only portion I actually was going to have any reservations about was possibly the springs, thinking that maybe some of these springs down here may have formed a little bit of rust, but not even the springs themselves. So, I mean, all in all, you've got a pretty clean gun, nothing visible. In fact, if I didn't actually tell this to someone, probably would never have known this thing sat, underwater for about an hour. So, really not an issue at all. And same thing with the EOTech. EOTech's running fine. The EOTech actually doesn't have even a slight, even in the screw holes or anything, there's nothing there that actually would tell you that this thing has actually been submerged. So anyways, I just want to go ahead and share that with everyone, since there were a bunch of questions about that. And as always, please email me at info@civiliantacticalweapons.com if you have any questions, and we'll go ahead and answer them as soon as possible. Thanks.